Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be doing my April favorites. I have everything on my face right now that I'll be talking about today. So here is a little look sneak peek. But if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already. That would mean so much to me. And let's get into my April favorites. So I wanted to mention my Freck Beauty Rich Bitch Peptide Lip Treatment. I think it's what it's called, but I cannot find it. I think it might be in like a coat pocket or something like that. I don't know, because I was carrying it around with me everywhere. I checked all of my purses that I've been using currently, can't find it. So, and I didn't have time to look for it more, but I can't find that. But that was going to be in today's favorites. But because I can't find it, I'm going to be using the other favorite of mine. I think I talked about this a couple months ago. This is the Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Treatment. I also absolutely love this. Seems like a lot of brands are coming out with a lot of like peptide type of lip treatments and lip balms, which I'm kind of about. I love a good nourishing like treatment on the lips because I got them dusty crusty lips, and this one is an absolute favorite. I've loved this for months now at this point. Just fills in the lips, makes them feel really nourished and good, and smells really good. And yeah, I just really enjoy and love this lip balm, but I've already talked about this, so regardless, it's a favorite. My favorite primer for April was the Freck Beauty Rich Bitch Protect and Prime Serum. This is such a beautiful, nourishing, hydrating serum that adds a little bit of grip to the skin as well, so it's just been such a joy to use. And I love the consistency of it. It's this weird like stretchy consistency, and it goes onto the skin so nicely and just makes my skin feel so hydrated. I also love the smell of it, and I like that it's in a pump. There's just so many things that I really like about this product. I worked with Freck Beauty last month on a couple of campaigns, and I ended up just falling in love with so many of their products, this one included. I'm going to be talking about a couple more. I already loved their little freckle pen. I've been using that for years at this point, and it was just so fun to be introduced to more products from the brand because I seriously really fell in love with a lot of them. As I mentioned in the last video, they're just an underrated brand in general. I think so many of their products go under the radar and aren't noticed by enough people. I just think they have gorgeous products, and I'm happy to be able to show a few of them to you today, so maybe you can check them out. Just excited to talk about them more. So for brows, I have a new brow product. Billion Dollar Brows sent me a package of brow products, and I ended up really liking their brow pencil. This is really the only product I liked from the package of what I've used so far. I haven't used their makeup, but I really liked their brow product, and this is in the shade Taupe, and it's their Billion Dollar Brows Brows on Point Waterproof Micro Brow Pencil, and it has that really tiny little pinpoint pencil tip, and the shade has been perfect for me as well. I think this shade Taupe works for me pretty well in my brows because it's kind of an in-between, like a brown, gray, and black, and it just fits nicely with my brow hair color. And actually another thing that I've really been enjoying has been doing my brows first and then going in with the rest of my makeup. I actually did this wrong. I usually like to put my brow gel in first. I'm gonna start over. So what I like doing first is going in with a clear brow gel that is like very set and stays all day. I've been enjoying the Patrick Ta one, but I feel like it's starting to flake on me or something. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna try this one today. This is another favorite. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. And I've just been liking to do the brow gel first and setting the brows down, and then I'll go in with a brow pencil. So then I'll let this dry a little bit and then go in with a brow pencil and just fill in all the sparse little parts, which is mostly my front part. And this combination has been working really well for me, and I've just been loving the way that my brows turn out when I do it like this. And it's a new little technique that I started doing. I know a lot of people have been doing this for a long time, but I never did, and I am now, and I'm really liking it. It just makes my brows look so defined and clean when I do it like this, and that is the look that I like. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I straightened my brows a little bit more. I used to have quite a bit longer of a tail, and I plucked it all away because I used that TikTok filter, and it told me that I need to get rid of even more of my tail, but I did just a little bit to start, and I'm gonna see how I feel about it. But I think I'm really liking the more straight brow. You'll have to let me know what you think, but I feel like it lifts my face up a little bit more, and I talked about it on my Instagram and someone told me it makes me look more youthful, so I'm all about that as well. And yeah, I'm really liking it. Quickly went in with a little bit of color corrector for my under eyes. I'm just using my tried and true Pixie Correction Concentrate in Brightening Peach. This is favorite of mine, has been for a really long time. And now for concealer, I revisited my Milk Makeup Fluid, fluid concealers, Future Fluid concealers, and these are so pretty. They have such a nice finish, and for my dry skin, I don't have to set these, but it still gives me kind of a semi-matte satin finish, which I really like. And basically I've been using this kind of as my base for the last couple of weeks and just really been enjoying how my base looks, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. Sometimes I'll use all three colors, but I tend to use 11C on my eyes because it has kind of like a peachy tone and it's lighter for my skin tone, so it brightens up my under eyes. And then I'll use 12O, I think, just all around my face, kind of as my normal concealer. And then I'll take a foundation brush and just blend that out. So this is the finish of the concealer as my base product. I think it's just such a pretty finish, and it wears really beautifully all day long, which I appreciate. And yeah, I just have really been enjoying this. I'm glad I revisited this concealer because I just felt like I wasn't showing it enough love, and then I did and ended up falling in love with it. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to be wearing this a lot probably in May as well, but yeah, I just think it's so pretty. For bronzer, I've been loving the Freck Beauty Face Hack in the shade Tan Dark. It travels so well, it's easy to use, blends into the skin beautifully, and I love the undertone. I used this in one of my last videos as well, and I love the finish of it. I love the tone. I think it's going to be a well-loved bronzer in my collection over the summertime. It's just so pretty. I'm gonna put a little on my nose as well, just to give me some Sunkissed vibes. And for highlighter, I love this highlighter so much. It actually kind of reminds me of the MAC Hush Cream Color Base Cream. This is the Pearl Beauty Just 2 Sunkissed Cream Highlighter. I'm not sure really what it's called. I'll make sure to link everything down below, but this is such a beautiful cream highlighter. It's perfect for every day, wears beautifully on bare skin or on top of makeup as well, and just gives me my favorite kind of like lit from within glow that just looks so natural. I talked about this before, but I need to do like a fully Pearl Beauty based video because it is such an underrated brand as well, and there are so many products that I love from it. I'll make sure to try and do that this month actually, because it is such a pretty brand and I would love to show you their products and how they wear on me. So there's the glow. It's so pretty and natural. It's easy and small and compact to pack with you while traveling, and just gives you just the most beautiful, natural, almost sweat looking glow. I love it so much. And I always like to put my highlighter on well before my blush, so it all kind of like syncs together and looks really good. So for blush, I've really been loving these three blushes, 2 shades in one formula and then another formula altogether. The first is the Freck Beauty Cheekslime. I think I talked about these years ago, but you get so much product. You get almost an ounce. You get 0.845 fluid ounces. I think these are like 20 something dollars, so you get a ton of product. I love using this berry toned one on my lips and my cheeks. And then I've been loving as well, I also revisited the Buxom blush in the shade Dolly. This, okay, let me show it to you. This looks like this would be super ashy on my skin tone, but it ends up pulling this gorgeous burnt, sunburnt red strawberry cheek on me. I don't know how to explain it. It is just so beautiful. I don't know which blush to use today, but this has been so gorgeous and I love this for this time of year because it makes me look so sun-kissed and beautiful. Let me just show you this swatched on the back of my hand. See how it just transforms into this like reddish berry tone on my skin tone as compared to in the pan. And it has this pearlescence throughout that just makes your cheek glow gorgeously. I love this one so much. I'll have to show you this in a different video, but I really want to show the Freck Beauty ones on my cheeks. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll do both. So the one I'm going to use is the shade Jam Sesh, and these berry jammy shades are my favorite to wear on my cheeks. I just feel like they really pull and complement my olive undertones, and I just love them so much. So I'm excited to wear this one today. This one looks really pretty on the lips as well. And I just like to squirt a little bit on the back of my hand. A little goes a long way, so you don't need too much. And I like to work it into a stipple brush and then just stipple it onto my cheeks. And it just gives me the prettiest berry glow on the cheeks. It's really easy to use and work with. I love that it's in a little squeezy tube, so you can just squeeze it onto the back of your hand and get like the perfect amount of product. And yeah, I just have really been enjoying that one. So pretty. This one also is gorgeous. This is the shade Cuffed, and this is such a flattering peachy shade on my skin tone. I really try and stay away from peach shades for some reason. I just feel like they don't flatter my skin tone, but this one just makes me look so lively and so cutesy. I really enjoy this shade as well. So these have been a favorite, and let me just top my face a little bit with the Buxom blush as well, just a little bit. But look at that like burnty shade that I get from this blush, even though it looks like gray in the pan. Like, look at that. The difference is incredible. It's really a transformative blush. This is really pretty as an eyeshadow as well. That blush, you can see a little bit more how it gives you that sheen and luminescence throughout the skin. Love. Okay, next is eyeshadow. I've been really enjoying the About Face matte fluid eye paints, I think they're called. Yeah, so these are so pretty. I have two shades. I have the shade Capulets, and then this is the shade Cloned. They had a sale recently on Ulta, and I picked up a couple. I've been pining after these, I think since last year, and I just never picked them up because I think the only place available was like online through their website, and then they became available on Ulta, and then they had a sale, so I was like, all the boxes are checked, all the boxes are checked, so I must buy it, and I'm really happy I did. They're really easy to play with and use on the eyes, and they're very, I think, user-friendly because they don't dry down too quickly. So I think I'm going to use both of these today. I'm going to start with the shade Capulets all over my eyes. This is basically my skin tone, so I don't know, it makes for a good base. And a little bit of this does go a long way, so if you do get these and try them out, just make sure to start out small and then build from there, because it's really easy to go overboard with these because it just stretches so much. And you can see it adds a little bit of dimension to the eyes, but it's not too much. This one is really nice for every day. When I'm getting ready quickly, I do like to use this one because it adds a little bit of something, but not too much to the eyes. And then I've been taking the shade Cloned and putting that just in the corners of my eyes. And I always have to be careful because I usually do too much. I think they call this like a terracotta shade. I would call this more of like a red chocolate shade, and I think this shade complements my skin tone and my eyes really nicely, and I've really been enjoying wearing this kind of as an everyday shade as well if I want a little bit more than just Capulets on the eyes. I just think it's so pretty. And of course I do like to drag a tiny little bit onto my lower lash line as well. I don't have a new mascara favorite from last month, so I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Lash Stiletto because I want longer, wispier lashes today. And I'm actually going to set my face as well, just kind of in the center, because I feel like I'm getting, I don't know, it's hot in this room right now too, so I feel like I'm sweating a little bit. And I'm going to set my face with a Huda Beauty Pound Cake. I do really like this, but I don't love it because of the scent and the messiness, as I've mentioned before, but I do like it. It just sets my face so well and I can't get past that. Are there other About Face products you think I should try? I also really want to try Half Magic Beauty, the new like glitter puck that they came out with, and the new nude collection that they came out with looks so beautiful and I want all of it so bad. But I don't know, I don't really see too many people who aren't influencers who get sent the product talk about it too much. So I would love to know your opinion if you tried it. I cannot freaking open this powder. And more about Face as well. I've tried, I do get PR from them occasionally. I've tried their lip products, which are really beautiful, and their eye paints, which I really, really like. But I haven't tried anything else from them. So if you have any recs, I would love to hear them. Okay, I'm really excited to talk about lips. I have a handful of things here. The first combination I'm going to talk about is the Bobbi Brown lip gloss with this Citizen Cosmetics lip liner. I love this combination so much and wore it a lot last month. And then I also have to talk about the Rare Beauty lip oils. I'm going to talk about those later because they stain the lips, so I'm going to swatch this one first. The Citizen Cosmetics lip liner is in the shade Char, and it is just the perfect lip liner shade for me. I mean, look at this lip liner shade. It is so pretty. If you are my skin tone twin, my shade twin, you need to try this lip liner. I think you're gonna love it. The texture is also amazing. They last a decent amount of time. They're so easy to apply, and I just love the way my lips turn out every time I use this. It makes for a really pretty lipstick as well if you want to wear it just as a lipstick all over your lips. I had that Ole Henriksen lip balm on underneath, and with the lip liner, I think that combination alone is perfect. But we have to put the lip gloss on too, and this combination is so pretty. This is the Bobbi Brown oil infused gloss in the shade Force of Nature. I also got this during the Ulta Beauty sale, and the combination, they were just made for each other. These Bobbi Brown glosses also make my lips look so full and juicy. I love it. Juicy. So that's the combination. I think it's so pretty. My new favorite lip combo, of course. Now we have to talk about my other favorite, which has been the Rare Beauty tinted lip oils. These are such a pretty product, and I'm so happy with the shades that I picked up. I picked up the shades Honesty, Delight, and Serenity. I love K-Beauty lip stains and lip oils, but a lot of the shades don't speak to me as much as this shade range did. A lot of the shades are very punchy and orange and pink. But these ones are very... What? But these ones are very... What? But these ones are just so much more up my alley shade range wise, and I really wore the ish out of them last month, and I'm going to continue to wear them. And these are just so pretty. They're so easy to put on in the beginning of the day and then have in your purse with like a lip balm and just reapply the lip balm throughout the day, because the stain lasts such a long time and leaves such a beautiful shade on the lips as well. I am a little bit scared that these might irritate my lips. I haven't confirmed that yet because I haven't like actively tried to test it out, but I did notice I was getting a little bit of an eczema reaction, and I wasn't sure if it was because of this, because this does have kind of like a cooling sensation. I don't know if it has menthol or peppermint in it. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up after this, but that could be a downside to this and could take them away from my favorites. But I have really thoroughly enjoyed using these the last month, so yeah, that's why they're in my favorites, because I wore them a lot and I really enjoyed them. So I'll show you my favorite shade. Honestly, I really like all three of them. I have a swatching video, so I'll make sure to link it down below, and I also have it in my shorts, but I'll just link it wherever. But yeah, I have Honesty, Delight, and Serenity, and I like all three of them. They're all so pretty. They tend to stain the same shade, really, I think, in my opinion, but regardless, I think they're pretty. I think they're different enough that it makes sense for me to own all three. But my favorite has been Honesty, and I would say that these definitely I don't know if oxidize is the right word, but they get darker the longer you wear them. I don't know if you noticed, but when I initially applied it, it kind of had like a grayish tone to it, but then it deepens up. And they also leave a beautiful shine to the lips. Another favorite of mine that's a lip stain is the Tony Moly lip stains. Those are gorgeous, and I really, really like those. I'll have to show those sometime in a video as well. I think I might have actually, but it was pretty old. But this is the shade Honesty. I think it's so pretty and beautiful. Initially, it does feel moisturizing, but at the end of the day, these are drying on the lips in my opinion, and I don't think they're hydrating at all. I would not use this for hydration on my lips because it gives you a shine and it feels like very wet and slippy and almost hydrating on the lips in the beginning, but then as it kind of wears off and dries off, my lips end up feeling drier. So this is a real lip stain. It's not like a lip balm lip stain situation in my opinion, or lip oil lip stain, because it just isn't hydrating like a lip oil would be. I always love doing this, but I'm gonna re-enhance my facial freckles and beauty marks on my face because I've really been liking to do that as well. So this is the completed look of all of my favorites. Those were all of my April favorites. I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you're a fellow Aries like me, happy belated birthday. I hope you had a wonderful and beautiful and bright and shining and flowery and blossoming Aries season. You deserve it. And so much love to my Aries babies. But I hope you had a good April as well, and let me know what your favorites were in the comments down below. I would love to hear your favorites, or if you have any recommendations after hearing some of my favorites from last month. I would love to hear your recommendations as well. But I hope you have a beautiful May and a beautiful day as well. And yeah, thanks for watching this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!